You know
Yes.
something burger on stream when it starts.
Very funny.
Let me just say, let me just say, Burger, you have for so many years denied the blessing of the Omnissiah, while I have accepted the Omnissiah, and now you come to me for help. That's kind of ironic of you. I have long since replaced my flawed. Oh, there you go, perfectly. Yeah,
We can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Hear you.
I can.
Cool.
Oh,
I can
this
hear
is
you.
what goes wrong.
There we go. This should do it. This should do it. Fantastic. Amazing.
Well, I'm just-
Tremendous.
We can hear you, Burger.
I'm just saying I've like rejected my flesh, and yet you still haven't, and you come to me for help.
Yeah, no,
Thanks,
I like my
transhumanism.
flesh, dude.
That's cringe.
The flesh
I'd
is
like my flesh
bad.
to be
Oh,
back.
guys. Max Brooks, the author of World War Z, he just released a new book
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh,
2 days ago.
yeah.
I pre-ordered it and it finally came in today, and I read the introduction, and so far it's really fucking good.
Okay.
Wait, what's the premise of his new book?
Okay, so it's
Yeah. So then,
so it's essentially there was a it takes place in Rainier, Washington State, around there. The volcano around there blew up, and it caught off this small community, like a hippie but techno hippie community, from all outside communication and from leaving there. And then once they finally have contact again, everyone fucking died, and it's suspected to be a Sasquatch. And all that there's left is like I think there's some interviews, but mostly it's just journal entries and
So
stuff.
it's a similar format to
World War Z.
in that
Yeah,
regard,
but instead of but instead of just interviews, they have journal entries, and instead of zombies, it's Bigfoot.
the format of World War Z is so fucking genius.
I know.
I really want to steal it for something, but I don't it isn't going to be just copying, because it condenses. It does this thing where it just condenses all of the interesting stories without any filler, and has so many perspectives on this global event. It's so fantastic. I love it.
It literally seems like a history book, like it actually happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, my two favorite interviews he did were the C-130 pilot in Louisiana. That was my favorite. That was like my favorite, like badass one. And then
the girl that got off the plane.
Yeah, and then my like most heartbreaking one was actually like the German tanker leaving Hanover.
Hamburg. That was Hamburg.
I honestly like broke down crying reading that.
Okay, have you guys listened to the audiobook of World War Z?
No.
Yeah, I've listened to it.
It is a fucking masterpiece of audiobooks. And they have like an all-star cast in there. Mark Hamill is in there. Henry Rollins is in there. Nathan Fillion, Alan Alda, Matt Brooks himself.
Damn.
Yeah.
how have I not heard about it? Let me just...
Yeah, the audiobook for World War Z is the best.
And then imagine the film just being hot garbage.
Okay, I refuse to acknowledge that as a film based off that.
The author also refused to acknowledge it. He's like, I don't really care about this because it just really isn't my book. So it's whatever.
It's at a Comic-Con.
Like fucking
the video of him saying that at Comic-Con
with Aragon, where he creates this. Fucking Paolini has the dream story. He's like 14, writes a fucking best-selling fantasy novel. Then the films are so shit that they don't even make a second one.
Well, it's like
They should remake those.
I haven't watched the movie, but isn't it in the movie like Israel collapses, whereas in the book, like Israel?
Yeah, in Aragon, with the one with the dragon riders, where Israel collapses because they don't.
I remember that.
Have dragons.
That was pretty. That was a. Funniest stuff I've ever seen.
I'm talking about World War Z. In the movie, Israel collapses, whereas in the book, Israel is like the only country that
It's one of the best.
Yeah,
it's probably
but
the best
look,
protected country.
I am reasonably certain that the reason this is because in the book Israel closes its borders and is strictly against immigration. And
Hasn't it already done this?
Well, they're not against immigration because they allow.
well, yeah, you have to. Yeah, there's
They
like
allow
some,
Palestinians. Yeah, sorry. They allow Palestinians that used to live there.
yeah.
They allow Jews there from all over the world, or Palestinians
But they have
who's like
There's some West Africans as well.
very
man.
strict regulations on it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure when that film came out, having pretty strict regulations on immigration wasn't a very politically popular notion.
And
So-
remember in the book, Israel has civil war. It was between Israel and the Orthodox Jews because the Orthodox Jews
because they're
didn't
like
want
no immigration, just nothing.
yeah, and they lost pretty quickly because Orthodox Jews don't have a military training.
Yeah, unlike everyone else in
You
Israel.
imagine being Zerg rushed by like 100 rabbis and they're full like garb and all that shit.
I tell you what,
terrifying.
the scariest interview in that book to me is the one is the Holy Russian Empire.
Oh,
That shit-
yes.
Yeah,
that
is
shit, dude, that shit was so fucking
Wait,
scary to me.
which one? The priest or the woman that's pregnant?
The woman that's pregnant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that fucking terrified me.
I have just for the beer update today because I'm feeling a bit kinky today, so I got this strawberry porter beer that I sometimes like to drink. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's all from the Beerfront update. I have to mute this
Beer
tab.
front.
Oh, and the audiobook for Devolution, which is the name of the new Max book, is out. And it has Nathan Fillion, Max Brooks himself, Jeff Daniels, and a bunch of other actors.
See, the thing, because this new book is based on the Sasquatch or the Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I've had like Bigfoot forever tainted by the SCP Foundation, because SCP 1000 is Bigfoot, but it's like Bigfoot was a hyper advanced like civilization, like a race of people that had like a hyper advanced civilization, and humans came in and just destroyed everything.
So like Bigfoot, but with Skynet.
But my favorite thing about that is that the main description is, do not look at this picture. Every time you look at this picture, there is a small chance you will die.
Yeah, that's their cover story. Is like, the more you look at this picture, the more you're gonna fucking die. And then the real story,
probably the coolest part of the SCP universe.
yeah, and then the real story is like, yeah, humans and Sasquatch used to live together somewhat, but Sasquatch were hyper advanced civilization, and we were just like animals, and we went in and killed them.
If they
all.
were so advanced, how come we killed them all? Got them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's almost like there's like Lovecraftian god. It's like, what was it, like a trickster god that like gave us the knowledge to kill them? It's almost like Lovecraftian eldritch god demons.
Well, I mean, Lovecraft. I
Doesn't
mean,
sound so advanced to me if some fucking Loki knockoff is able to kill him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
hey, trickster
Dollar
gods are
store
the best.
Loki.
Okay, don't fuck with my trickster gods.
yeah.
Logan, you're named after a trickster god, my man.
This is true. Yes.
Currently my favorite SCP is the Warhammer 40k Space Marine that talks to people via dice rolls, and it's just like he wanted to make his commander so happy that he basically cheated for him in 40k tournaments and got his commander banned, and now he's all alone.
I'm sorry. That is an SCP now.
Are you
Yeah,
really
yeah.
that surprised by it? Like,
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
I've
yeah.
not been following
Like
it actively
remotely.
for a while.
No, yeah, there's an SCP that's a Warhammer 40k Space Marine figurine, and because it was sapient, it wanted to make its commander, aka the player, happy, so it just like cheated the dice rolls, and doing that, it got its commander banned from tournaments. So the commander.
how did they prove the dice rolls were being cheated? Like, did they just like look at?
Oh
They,
my
like,
god! There's an
One
Eric
day.
Andre Netflix special coming on June 23rd.
Whoa!
Oh yeah!
Oh shit!
Hell
Hell
yeah!
Bird up, man.
Oh yeah!
What?
Bird up.
Eric
What up?
Andre is coming up with a new. He has a stand-up special June 23rd on Netflix.
Man,
Cool.
This is
I wish.
the best
Sorry.
news I have received all year.
Yeah, that's actually some
Same.
good news. Anyway, if you're interested, I just posted it in the chat. It's SCP-3973 is the Warhammer 40k Space Marine.
They
I mean-
should have waited until it
What
got to
chapter are you
40k.
from? Oh, he's ultra smart. Yeah,
It's-
that explains it.
Why am I retarded?
The second they brought in Garfield into
Wait, why
SCP,
Why did I not
It all
see
went to
that
shit.
during game? Oh my god.
I'm sorry, John.
I feel like the
honestly-
quality standards may have diminished a little bit at SCP.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
probably.
no! I think
What
like
were your streams?
I think it came back pretty good in like the 5000 series.
Okay.
The 5000 series has been pretty good.
There is one part of this SCP that doesn't make sense. He's using
Let's
he's
say,
using fucking tag marines in a tournament.
let's say, hypothetically, you've been an audible even.
That's probably
Okay.
well. They found out about this SCP in a tournament because they say one of the agents.
That's how they do that he was cheating because he won while using tag marines in a fucking
Yeah,
tournament.
I think they actually explained that in the in the documents. Like, yeah, one of our off-duty agents, he's a fan of 40k. he just noticed it.
Is this?
I am
Ben Shapiro
actually-
looking
I am
amazed at
actually-
SCP?
I just wanna say this. I am an official member of the organization that does the biggest Warhammer tournament, I think, in all of Europe.
Oh, nice.
And I do not play Warhammer. It might be Northern Europe. The Baltic Cup, it's called.
No
I'm
one
not
plays
sure.
Warhammer, dude. That's too expensive. What are you gonna take out a second mortgage?
Yeah, you can't
it is-
afford
it is
to play
pretty
40K anymore
The
without
only reason
bank.
I played Warhammer when I was growing up was
Formation.
my parents were wealthy.
Hindsight, you're pretty muffled. Your mic is.
Oh right, sorry. I think
Yeah, I
It's...
just learned recently that that apparently people are losing like real money on GTA 5 online because they're gambling it at the casino.
You can gamble
No, like
real
the
money at the GTA 5 online casino.
no, you
Yeah, well,
can-
see,
you
I
can convert
I
your
No,
money.
you have to buy the money. You have to buy like shark cards, but those cost real money, and to get the digital money and then spend that at a casino and then repeat the cycle.
You can't even like RMT with it either. You can't convert it back into actual fucking cash.
Yeah, so like, what the hell's the point?
Yeah.
I mean, that is what I mean. That is
Yeah.
has been the legal defense for loot boxes, that you can't get anything. It's like, no, it's
Yeah,
not gambling because
you
with
can't
gambling
win.
at least there's a low
Lost.
chance that you'll actually get anything.
So what you're saying, and I don't like that term, but what you're saying is that Rockstar have handed us the perfect evidence to shoot this down in court.
Yes.
Maybe.
Shoot the loot box baby in the face before it grows up.
Oh, the loot box baby has grown up, all right.
Alright, then shoot the loot box teenager in the face before it
Dude,
grows up.
Racist G-man, dude.
Yeah,
Uh,
The loot box baby has grown up. The loot box baby is a puppy, and it grew up to the size of Clifford. Okay, it's
yeah, the loot
it's-
box baby grew up to be a sociopath.
Alright,
Hey, so I
Clifford,
don't.
right?
drag it out behind the shed and shoot it in the face with a railgun. Are you happy?
Hey, hey, so I don't want to use the app because I don't want to give China any more of my data. But somebody should make a femme burger Krieg, like as G mommy.
Why?
why.
Why do you want to do that?
Because everybody's fucking doing it on
Let
Twitter.
me show you something.
Yeah.
Do we actually want to see this, or is this going to make
Let me
want to
show
check out
you
my
something.
Mac Best Kid?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
That's,
God.
You look like a Karen in that photo. What?
yeah,
I'm
you-
not even done yet.
Yeah, you look. Yeah, you do not look like. Yeah, you look like a. You
It
look
just
like
looks
you're
like
a-
you.
Yeah. The second
looks
one's
better.
okay.
You
The
look
first
one
underage on
better.
the
one
second one.
might look okay if you didn't look
Say-
completely.
Second one, you look. Second one, you look like Boxy, kind of.
Right.
First one
Okay.
kind of
No.
reminds me of
You
Hillary
look like you
Clinton.
did heroin.
Third
You
one,
still
no.
appeared in
Third
that
one, Born. Middle one, that's
Your
yeah.
beard is. You still have like stubble in this photo.
Yeah, I had a lot of stubble in that picture though. Yeah, this was made like years ago.
Yeah.
No,
Like when this was just coming out.
Well, it's getting popular again because I guess
think
there's
my
a new
ex
face
did
app.
these. I'm not sure.
Well, Do you guys
Yeah.
heard that now for baptisms they're using like water guns
Yeah, I've
to
seen that.
put holy
Yeah.
water and baptize the baby to maintain social distance?
Fucking pressure, my dude.
Life's pretty fucking crazy right now.
Also, this is the original picture, which I think is one of the best pictures ever taken, because it looks like I'm threatening you with that hot dog like it's a firearm.
You already look
It looks like you're trying to force me to eat that hot dog, and I really don't want to.
Hands
Yeah.
up. Yeah, this was taken in Copenhagen. Ah, one of my best vacations.
I'm looking at the Jersey one in this states picture.
Take that, Mexico.
Taiwan.
Yeah,
Damn.
my state's equivalent to Lithuania, and like I know a couple war gamers in Lithuania.
Hold
as
up.
well.
Pennsylvania's GDP is the same as Saudi Arabia.
Can we just take a moment to say that
That's
this thing assumes that both Hong Kong and Israel are countries? Based.
Yeah.
Ooh, based take.
What basically what this tells me is that like most of the United States, if it broke up into 50 states, would just be third world countries.
Yeah.
What? Most of these are
Yeah.
big countries. What are you talking about?
Well, like,
Okay, yeah, like Taiwan is a pretty.
no means by which to measure a country.
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
let's see. Like really industrialized nations that have like a lot of cash. You have California, right?
Yeah, which is the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Texas is Canada.
yeah. Denmark. Like, well, actually, well,
Sweden.
it doesn't actually make that much money comparatively.
New York's got South
Sweden?
Korea, which is okay.
Move the knife.
Mexico.
Move the
I
knife.
mean, Washington's Thailand's is a pretty industrialized.
Thailand. It's Japan.
Yeah, Thailand has a lot
South
of
Korea for New York.
Can't believe I'm
The
fucking
Thai royal
California,
family
that's
is
bullshit.
probably the richest family in the world. It's definitely the richest royal family in the world.
Yeah. Idaho's Myanmar. Holy shit.
Charlie, you're burning your time.
Oh,
Where's
and
the fire?
fascist Swiss though.
Yo,
Well-
New Jersey is Taiwan, despite having one third of the population of Taiwan.
Michigan is Austria.
That is literally the most violently redneck thing I've ever seen in my
Yeah,
entire
but
life.
California is the 6th largest economy in the world. Like,
Can't
Yeah, that makes
Guys,
sense.
can't afford healthcare. Can't do it.
You know,
yeah.
that tattoo is actually kind of gross looking.
What, we're 6th now? I
Yeah,
thought
that
we
is very gross looking.
Yeah, it looks like a really
On
nasty
multiple
scar. Or
What
wound
the
or something.
fuck?
multiple
Why
fronts.
would you do
And
this?
Also,
Monster
why
logo.
would you do that? Yes, this is the Confederate flag in the Monster Energy shape.
Oh, I
This
just noticed
man- this
that.
man's name
I
is
mean,
Block.
okay, like if
logo.
He looks
If this
Mexican too.
this dude
I don't
went to
think
that,
so.
if this dude went to that one tattoo artist who says, "Oh, I'll cover up your Confederate flag tattoo with a pickle Rick," he's gonna need like a huge ass
For free.
pickle Rick.
If I were a tattoo artist, I would cover up people's Confederate flags with pickle ricks. for
Well,
free.
yeah, that's what one tattoo artist is.
Actually, you're missing a very easy way you can change the Confederate flag, and that's turn it into a Union Jack.
That's, yeah,
my God.
Blame this man.
True.
Rule
actually-
Britannia, Britannia, rule the waves.
Oh, I found a pretty interesting map of the United States. Also, it's about what's the most spoken language in each state, excluding English and Spanish.
Cecil, inside the Femburger in the middle is actually semi-okay.
Please tell me one
No.
state gets Klingon.
Okay,
Did
so
you-
here's the map.
Yeah.
Sorry, here's the map of the third most spoken languages in the U.S. You see, like, Illinois is Polish, and it's completely
What
covered
in
by
the
states that
fuck
speak
is
German.
Indic?
I think
Indic?
that's a native language.
Okay.
Indic. Let me check.
Well, okay, this is not the map I saw. earlier.
Indic is an adjective referred to the Indo-Aryan languages specific to scripts of.
Oh,
I think
Indic.
it's
Okay, it's like
okay.
okay.
it's what they speak in
Yeah.
India.
Because they speak a lot of
Oh,
languages in
no
India.
wonder.
Yeah, it's the general like Indian dialect.
Hey, so Burger, you know which states you gotta go to speak German easily?
All of them.
Kansas. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
Please
there's
needs
a
to go
German
to.
village in fucking Texas, but then I see
Check
this picture of Trump
Check
with
him.
Dark Sonic.
His name is Shadow.
No.
Shadow,
fucking
Shadow,
boomer.
you fucking dork.
Okay, I don't care. I saw the other day on Twitter
Well, Critical just lost.
some Zoomers going fucking apeshit about there being like an ad that Donald Trump did with Domino's in like the early 2000s, and I'm we need to really cancel Domino's now.
Oh
It's
my
like, do you
God.
also want to cancel all of 90s black hip hop where the word Trump is equivalent with success?
No, okay, let me just say beforehand, Domino's is shit pizza. It's always been shit pizza. So I don't know why people are bragging by like, oh, I'm only going to eat Domino's from now on because they're so fucking blah blah blah. Or like people saying like pizza.
I mean, it's not shit, but it's not special either, and it's certainly not worth the price.
No, Domino's is fucking garbage. Same with
Nah,
pizza.
Nah, it's not that bad.
That's okay. The cookies are okay too.
Anyway, I just love how they were like, yeah, that was like 8 years ago. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But this is like for thanking the former Trump press secretary for a compliment in 2012. That is seen as an endorsement of the Trump administration.
Now,
That's like third degree.
on the flip side, did you
separation.
hear that Trump used a Nazi symbol in a Facebook ad, and that
Oh,
Facebook
yeah.
didn't remove it?
It was a batch that was used. It's a upside down red triangle. It was
Yeah.
used in Nazi Germany to point out political prisoners,
Yes.
and he's using it to point out that Antifa is a terrorist organization. Quote,
I'm
unquote.
sorry, what?
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah, here I got
Oh,
it.
God.
Same
Yeah.
I
red
need to touch base
upside down
with my guy.
triangle.
Hold on,
It
give me
was-
a second.
It was literally using in Krakow, whatever the hell.
Dachau.
Krakow, yeah.
There you
Dachau,
go.
actually. Dachau.
Dachau.
That's
Yeah, it was there.
Like you
I don't
speak it well.
know. Kingdom burger.
Krakow, Jesus.
Okay.
Yep.
Paid by Trump Make America Great Again Committee. Is that actually Trump or is that a Trump super PAC?
Trump make
Team Trump.
America.
Let's
Dangerous mob far left groups are running through our streets causing absolute mayhem. They're destroying our cities and writing as absolute bandits. It's important that every American comes together at a time. Okay, but why is the triangle here? What is the triangle in context of this?
That was literally the symbol
What do
used
you
to point out
think it
political
means?
prisoners.
What do you think it, Burger? I want you to take a wild guess right now. What do you think it could mean by
No, but
targeting
what do
factors?
they say it means? That's my question in this
What do you
post.
I don't
Because the
know.
post is cut off.
They think it means that Trump's a fucking crypto. If
Oh, what does like what is like the Wall Street Journal think it means, or what Facebook thinks it
No,
means?
what this guy, the Trump Make America Great Again committee.
It died.
That's the app. That's the app. I
It
don't know.
died
I mean,
it died in the cavalry charge.
Right, because obviously this is the picture here, but I can't see the whole I'm just curious. Like, I
That's
know
the
what
end
they actually mean, but this isn't Trump. This is a Facebook page that supports Trump.
I'm looking into it. It seems like it is straight from the Trump campaign.
Is Trump Make America Great Again committee actually like a Trump-sponsored thing?
Yeah, the website for it is donate.donaldjtrump.com.
Yeah, that's
That's his campaign
come on.
website.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is really interesting.
I mean, we're talking about a guy who, like, early on in his political career, quoted Mussolini out of, like, nowhere. Like, I mean,
Yeah, but I don't think he knows that. He is.
Nah, he didn't know that.
he was a direct.
He probably has like the campaign managers that are
He's not
trying to
even-
play to the
Like,
far right.
That's
crowd.
actually a good point. You think his campaign is just staffed by fascists?
Right.
Oh yeah, his campaign is definitely playing to fascists.
I said
Yeah.
staffed by.
Absolutely.
They're mercenaries. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Just wait for him to make like the reference of one nation, one people, one president.
Why do I always do Dunkin' Donuts with
I
Dunkirk
just got
Donuts?
that.
Ooh, Cito. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Wait, isn't that?
That's because Austrians made Nazis. What, didn't you know?
Yeah.
It literally made the Nazi.
Is that the logo? I thought that was their Air Force roundel.
I will
Oh
shit.
shit. Is that a crop boomer meme?
No, it's a
Austrian
B-52.
Air Force roundel.
God. But yeah, that's the official Trump campaign using a Nazi symbol to point out those who
Listen,
they
if they just
disagree
use
with
that
politically.
symbol on like a thing, because I remember there's a thing where they put like a Jewish star over like somebody on like a magazine or something like that. I can't remember, but like the fact that it's used specifically directly to denote like a far, like what they're assuming is like a far left quote unquote terrorist organization.
Yeah.
That's the most red flag you could possibly get in this situation.
Yeah, no.
Literally,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
a
red
pretty big
flag.
deal, yeah.
It is literally a red flag.
Well, it's more of a red triangle, but you can have triangular flags.
Yeah.
If you put it on a piece of cloth, and
Nepal
that would literally be a red
forever!
flag.
It's one of those like small that you put up in the mountains.
Yeah, like to denote like, hey, this is like a bad trail to go down.
Yeah.
I am willing to bet.
It literally is.
Literally.
That in a few days, white nab brainlets will be waving that on a flag, or on banners, or on signs, or some shit along those lines.
I'm a 16-year-old atheist who wants to join the church because it's the based and traditionalist reactionary thing to do. Can someone fill me in on what Christianity is all about? I love Zoomer so much.
Thankfully, he's not like way younger, so he's safe at age 17 to join the Catholic Church.
Yeah. Damn.
That reminds me of the atheism plus days.
What is this? What is this that was just posted?
It appears to
Oh
be.
God, I see it.
What is she doing?
Oh,
got you all.
I recognize this now. It's red letter me. Oh, okay. I was like, who are these
Oh,
women
God.
having opinions?
I think the real question.
My
I think the real
stream.
question here is why is turning into a woman make that one guy have his hand conjoined to his chest?
No, actually, though, I think
My
this
God,
looks more
yes.
normal. They should just do red letter media like this. I think they look more like people this way.
Kinda, yeah.
Like people.
Marginally.
I have to get my second beer.
I found it pretty funny that on the second map that I sent, or the map that I sent, it's funny that Illinois' main language, other than English and Spanish, is Polish, but it's completely surrounded by states where that language is German.
Yeah, that means those. That means when the war happens, Illinois. is fucked.
They're gonna conquer.
Hey! Here's a good
Everyone's shit
comparison.
from Poland,
Hey,
but I
hey,
actually think Poland's
hey.
more militarized than Germany right now.
Hey, think about it. You know, if you look at Poland, Poland's mostly flat. It was the old stomping grounds of Europe, and Illinois is mostly flat. So it could be the old stomping grounds of America.
Here's something that someone in chat said. There was a presidential debate in Poland yesterday, and a total no-name who had trouble proving that he collected the required 100,000 signatures won it, apparently. And he's running from the fringe labor union, which was out-leftied by the mainstream left party. So that is pretty nice, because Poland has been going very far to the right recently.
Yeah, it has been.
Same with Hungary,
What
hasn't it?
the fuck would a far right Poland look like?
Have you
I
not?
don't know.
I mean, they're deep
Germany
recap.
is revenge.
No, they'd literally just flip back to Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth and beat the shit out of Turks.
By the
They
way,
just conquered Germany.
by the way, I like how American white supremacists. These are the memes I post. They took this from you.
Cracker Barrel. That is unironic.
Yeah, no, that's the place.
For a moment, I thought. No, I know that Cracker Barrel is a real thing. For a second, I thought it said Cucker Barrel because there's all these fucking femboy hooter memes going around.
I'm stealing that. Sorry,
But
stealing
you
it.
have more good memes that came out of it.
Also, Crack Barrel is actually pretty good. I've only been there once, but it tastes
Yeah,
really
it is
good.
pretty
But-
good.
Cracker Barrel's great.
Yeah.
You can buy like
But it-
giant jawbreakers and
Wait.
stuff at the gift shop.
Or are you serious, my guy? Fashwave is a thing.
Oh, Fashwave
Fashwave?
has been a thing for a lot. It's actually
What the fuck is Fash Wave?
just
Yeah.
they did wave of everything. There's like wave of every single person who's ever spoken in public.
I understand that, but like,
But
Come on.
there's Commie Wave, there's Fash Wave, there's probably even Anprim Wave.
I've heard of Duce Wave. Amprim Wave is just bashing sticks and rocks together.
Duce Wave.
Yeah, it's just like Kim Jong Un, and yeah, you get the gist.
I like the wave aesthetic a lot. There's a friend of mine and I want to do like a vaporwave party. Because it's like so modern.
That would require a lot of drugs, Burger.
So,
Nah, I'm saying.
but yeah,
Why not?
there's every ideology has its own wave. Because yeah.
I
My
feel
favorite
dumb
is
now.
Zizek
Duce
Wave.
has its wave. I should have presumed that Fash Wave
Yeah.
was a thing.
But
Okay,
yeah, no,
this
there's
is-
fucking Stalin wave and fucking. I mean, when it comes to particular people like Bernie wave, Merkel wave, Boris wave, it's like usually like lo-fi.
Yeah.
I actually listen to some of these compilations to like relax and like get things done to. Ironically, the Merkel one is called Merkel Wave Beats to Get Nothing Done to. The Boris Wave one is Boris Wave
Brexit
Beats to
done to,
Relax
I've
and
seen
Get Brexit Done to.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
It's
That was like
so.
a thing in the national news at one point over here. Yeah.
They should make a lot, and there's only like a short Zizek one, and there should be a long Zizek one, to eat from the trash can too.
Zizek Wave. Oh, Burger, I'm afraid I can confirm that there is an Antrim Wave. There's no
Did they
I was about to say-
actually leave it unmoderated? Is this real?
What?
What?
No.
No, seriously, is
I'm
this
gonna check.
real?
I
wouldn't be surprised if it were.
Yeah. By the way, this video I posted, if it's actually true, that's fucking terrifying.
Dude, what the fuck? Why did you not say this seconds ago? Now I've seen this.
Just imagine like a chair leg, the chair you're
shit.
sitting on.
Holy shit.
There's like a crawfish. There's like a crawdaddy just living in one of the lakes. It's trapped forever.
It was an
Not
inside
living,
job the whole
almost
time.
certainly dead, you mean?
Yeah, but still.
Banned 4 months ago? Interesting. It's the channel at night.
I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to get a glass for my height-impaired girlfriend.
Height impaired.
happening?
She's very short. Yes,
They're the best.
of course they are. Short with big titties. Yes.
What's this?
This was posted on my Twitter, and I have no context for it because no context was posted with it.
What?
Oh, is this 2020? I understand now.
Oh, it's just 2020? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Law
This-
and Order, Killer Wasp, Depression,
I'm
Privilege.
genuinely curious what's gonna happen. What is this the original one? Yeah, I mean, obviously, this was posted last stream, and I actually, yeah, Sito, you did send me the song. Because it's so good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's one of the. This is. I'm not sure it's a genre of music, but this kind of music makes me nostalgic for a time that never existed. And that I never experienced, but it makes me nostalgic for it nonetheless.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, you know, it's like, that's like Britpop in general.
Something tells me you really like the music that General Sam uses in his videos.
List of
Oh,
places.
dude, Liberty Tango is just like super. Oh, it's like the dumbest. Like, it's the lowest totem pole. It's the lowest person on the totem pole in the conservative sphere.
Wait,
Jesus.
are we talking about Liberty Hangout?
Liberty Hangout, yeah.
Probably Ken Shapiro. They're all just embarrassed by him at this point.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, have you seen the fucking have you seen like the jam they had between it was her with like a bunch of other, like, they were doing full echoes. They were talking about like crime statistics and like basically like joking about being like Nazis and shit. Like, they were like full on straight up just like being like fascist. Like,
it's fascinating to me how the because okay, this is something that some people like to deny happened, but it happened. Back in like 2015, 16, 17, even 18, there was an alliance against an actual censorious movement within the left that gained a lot of traction. And this alliance was comprised between lefties and righties. And now that censorious movement isn't really a problem anymore,
and hasn't been since late 2017.
Yeah, we're noticing, I mean, we have noticed, and that's why it's fallen apart, that, holy shit, the guy that I've been, like, fighting alongside of, because we believe in, like, not censoring people, he's like, he wasn't joking when he did, he was actually, I mean, he's like an actual Nazi, so
I think a lot of the like the censoring sort of stuff, because a lot of it seemed to have derived out of like Gamergate.
Well, it's a bit like the fact that sometimes even
if you really look
hate
back
each
at what
other on
Gamergate
other
was,
things, like
it really wasn't that big a fucking deal.
No, it was a big deal. It's about the I personally believe
of all the things in the gaming industry to complain about, though, it really was not.
I personally believe that journalism is sacred.
I agree.
No, even like local journalism.
Bigger issues in gaming journalism than an indie developer maybe sucked a dude's dick and got favorable reviews.
Yeah, but
like,
it's not. It's still. But no. Look, everyone, even Jim Sterling, the most anti-Gamergate motherfucker that exists, agrees that the gaming press has the gaming industry's dick shoved so far up its ass that it's massaging its brain.
Absolutely.
And this is still the thing that Gamergate did, and the thing that Gamergate succeeded at, was completely discrediting the gaming press, because nobody takes them seriously anymore.
That is true.
And that is how Gamergate won.
Dude, also, Ironfront, with regards to what you posted earlier, I think that if Max Sterner was dropped into a cyberpunk setting, he would do very well.
Totally. He'd be just fine.
Wasn't Max Sterner anti-capitalist, though?
He was anti everything that wasn't himself.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. So then I think putting him into like a neoliberal, like corporatist like setting, I think would probably break him.
It wouldn't break him. He would do like
various.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
He'd be shouting. He'd be killing.
Max Sterner would make a good cyberpunk protagonist. Is what I'm trying to say. He's like the perfect anti-hero.
Well, anarchism is a huge theme.
With the glasses and the huge forehead. Doesn't something about his name allude to a huge forehead again? Burger, German speaker, help me out.
Pardon what? German memes? Yes.
Right.
Oh man, whatever happened to that fuck dog?
That is
damn.
Yeah, whatever happened to that sex doll? Like the news of that sex doll came out like 4 years ago, and then nothing happens.
I assume people are fucking it. I don't like what's sex doll?
Probably. Yeah.
I assume that it's just
Yeah, somebody just asked me a German question.
What? Oh yeah. Does Max Sterner's nickname he wasn't actually called Max Sterner? Does it allude to something about having a huge forehead?
Who is Max Sterner?
Sterner.
Can you
Max
write
Sterner.
his name in chat, please? Because
All right. His real name was like something that I don't. Yeah.
You know that dude who's like has the glasses and the
I
smoking the
heard
cigarette.
that it's
Like, you're a spook.
what? I've never heard
Yeah,
this name in my life.
You've never heard
You've not heard of Max Sterner?
What?
Bro?
You've never heard
Oh, this guy. I thought it was a different guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
Johann
heard
Kaspar
the name.
Schmidt. Yeah, okay. Okay, I
everything's
didn't know him
approved.
as Maxter. Okay, yeah, but I don't know a lot of. Aside from he's the basically the maybe the inventor, if not the egoism.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the primary thought
He's
behind
not the
ego.
inventor, he's the formalizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is,
we
by
were.
the way, people who are watching the stream. This is the guy from the chat. We've interacted before. Sure. Where's my chat? Here we
Rip and
go.
Tear would be a better song to do that with.
Yeah.
Based in red suppository.
I'm building. I have a. I don't know how many of you play Lancer. Ah, fucking Mateo isn't here. Brexer, you are here. So Lancer, there's gonna be a stream soon. It's a pen and paper RPG with battle mix.
I'm a fucking bicycle.
What the fuck is this?
Comedy gold.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
What is this
Yeah.
from?
I don't even know.
Is this
Anyway,
like Ghost
Berg,
Rider
what
or
did you say
something?
about pen and
I
paper?
think so.
I'm sorry for derailing you, Burger, but holy shit, he's a fucking bicycle.
I don't even remember what I was talking about, to be honest.
You were talking about Lancer.
His
You were
bicycleness.
talking about Lancer, but then you were sad that Mateo isn't here.
Something about pen
Oh
and
yeah,
paper.
no, that's the next pen and paper thing that's gonna happen. We're gonna stream on Twitch next week.
Yes.
Oh,
Um,
cool. I didn't
yes.
even know that you still GM stuff. Though.
Oh yeah, I GM'd a bunch of stuff on a different channel, in a German channel.
I
And I'm
saw
still
that, and then
doing
I watched it, and I was like, well, I sure don't speak German, but it's interesting.
Yeah,
No,
I don't
there's a fuck, I forget. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have my Lancer. My main Lancer pilot is a musician, so he names all of his Lancers after like songs. And I'm still trying to build a mech that
Is that a JoJo reference?
that I can name Fortunate Son.
Is that a JoJo reference?
No.
Get out of here with your shit.
I don't believe you.
I just came up with a. I
Not
just came up
everything
with
that is a music reference has to also be a JoJo reference.
I
Shut
disagree.
the fuck up.
I don't even watch JoJo. I know that that's a JoJo.
References.
Holy shit.
I
Holy
forgot that-
shit. Oh, I saw one in Edgy earlier today. That was the darkest fucking joke. Oh,
That's not that dark.
Oh my god.
Funny, but
it
like,
was
it's
darker even. No, it was darker even, I think, than the one posted in Dark Jokes. I don't want to read this out loud.
Yeah,
I
just
really
told
don't
the
want to
one
do
I
that.
I was immediately like, I don't want to
If you
read
have-
it.
If you have any self-respect, do not read it out loud.
I just love Obi-Wan's
Mommy
reaction.
GF with Biggie, Milky, and Penis. My God, I need this. I want
Oh,
this in my life so fucking bad. I would kill for it. I can imagine. Yeah, no, not reading that.
And
Dude,
then
I remember
Obi-
there was I saw someone posted. Let me see if I can find it. But they posted a deep fake of Pete Buttigieg saying that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah,
saw
yeah.
that.
Yes!
Yeah, that's
My best
Oh,
friend
yeah.
showed me that.
What happened to the website where you could get Jordan Peterson to say shit?
Yeah.
The deep.
He got taken down.
Why?
Rats!
You took
'cause
it
he was
down.
worried
Sorry,
that
whenever
people
somebody
would-
mentions Pete Buttigieg, I
Yeah,
have to say
Apparently,
that.
what's the man's fifis? For someone whose job is owning lib, that's actually
No,
funny.
I like this. Give me one reason why a civilian needs access to this.
It's a freaking camera.
Old camera.
To be respectful.
Oh, I just came up with a really shitty
Dude,
joke.
Sito, you, not only are you quite quiet, you're also there's also a lot of things going on that make you not audible.
Okay, have you seen the
me?
side?
Blame Cody.
No, me.
My fault.
Yeah, it's like it's like you're inside a bathtub or something.
Ew.
Oh, I just came up with a really shitty joke. What if Hitler was alive today? What would his favorite video game be?
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Ha ha.
Ooh!
It's pretty shitty, but
When I was younger,
I just came up
when
with
I
it today.
played Minecraft with my old bros, we referred to it as Mine Camp because that sort of just happened after a while.
Edgy, epic.
I was at Minecraft.
Am I more understandable now?
Yeah. You are perfectly understandable.
I'm here.
How did Nick kill myself?
I know the one thing that I know about Animal Crossing is that they have islands. And I was just doing fucking Jeffrey Epstein or just Jeff from Little St. James Island jokes everywhere, and nobody got them.
Call it Rape Island. It's not that hard.
It's called Little St. James Island.
Yeah, but no.
Is that a reference? I don't get it.
Little St. James Island is the island of Jeffrey Epstein. It's Little St. James Island. I'm deep in this shit.
I'm not up with my pedo lore. I apologize.
Oh, has anyone watched
The guy in the background of that.
Has anyone watched the Jeffrey Epstein documentary series on Netflix?
Not yet, no, but it's on my list.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a really good documentary. The arc is really fucked up, but the documentary...
I love that one.
What?
All those sort of memes, it's a simple spell, but quite unbreakable. I think they're the top tier memes.
Oh, I got another one.
Benedict Cumberbatch's stupid fucking face makes it so much better. It makes it like 9 times funnier.
Fucking Reddit watermark on this one.
Oh god. Good. Okay. I just saw a map on Twitter that just makes me just like want to just explode in fucking rage. I fucking hate this map so fucking much. I fucking
no. Look. I mean, aside from the fact that it makes no sense, the London Tube map is similar. It's like about keeping the line straight. It's really infuriating. I think the worst part is that in this super high-tech future,
look at Africa,
where they have an international high-speed railway line. Africa is still a place that doesn't have connection to the global infrastructure.
Neither is Alaska. Alaska is now Vancouver.
This map just pisses me off on just like a visceral level or something.
I made a system like this, and like I like to play around with Google Maps, and I made a system like this that makes a bit more sense. But I play around with it sometimes, because I'm just a world builder.
Well, there's a video game called I think called Metro, which is based on like the London map.
Mini Metro, you mean?
Yeah, Mini Metro.
It's a great fucking game. I love Mini Metro.
I can't play that game because it's just I don't know why. I just don't like maps that just don't show realistic geography. I guess.
I really like Mini Metro. No, but like Metro maps aren't meant to show realistic geography.
Yeah, they're supposed to show locations, not
except for the New York one, because they took so long to make like one that is abstract that New Yorkers were like, "Fuck this shit. We want the old one back that is bad because this is how we already do things here."
I just like how that's how New York City operates. It's like we do everything bad. Let's just stick with that.
Let's just stick with the shittiness.
Yeah, we're used to it.
If that's true, if they actually fix the police system, will they be miserable because there's less?
Dude, I straight up want these pods. I want to go to the gym again.
I want to go to the gym to look at the Chad pods.
I want to be in the Chad pods. I need to work out. I haven't worked out in so long. It's so difficult to do at home.
Wait, you can't just like go like lift books or something? Don't you
Lift
have books? Yeah.
I have
like-
weights. I have
I
actual
could
weights
lift
at
a
home.
book,
They're on
I
my
guess.
couch.
I don't.
No, you take like a belts and you take like a bunch of books and you wrap them up with a belt and then there you have a weight. Wait, what?
Holy shit!
You're welcome.
I love White Putin though. It's so good.
You know why he walks
Yeah.
like
I watched the Ukraine documentary, which I highly recommend, by the way, especially like you Americans right now with the whole thing going on. That's how bad it can get with the police.
Yeah.
And the first thing I
Wonder.
see after I saw the Ukraine documentary is a White Putin meme on Twitter. It's like,
Shit. That video I just posted, it has Sabaton in it, so you might want to turn on the audio.
I guess.
Is that the new plan to invade England?
Yeah.
Bypass Navy entirely.
Oh yeah. By the way, do you guys know why Putin walks
That's
like
a
that?
German tank.
It's
Alright,
quite interesting.
Big or something like.
It's because he's
Yeah,
got,
It's
like
KGB, they used to
steel
train you to
firearm.
keep your right arm at the side so that you could draw a pistol easily.
Oh
apparently.
yeah, that's the he walks like that. And also when you carry a rifle over long distances, you don't want it like banging around, so you hold it like this. Yeah, if somebody walks like that, they're usually not necessarily a sniper, but someone who has walked with rifles for an extended period of time, which Putin has.
Goddamn, Kansas City.
Apparently it's not a rifle thing.
It's a good
they
way
call
to
it
mimic.
gunplay
That way,
day.
people in the know will second guess you.
By the way, Astartes, go watch Astartes. That's a really good.
Oh yeah, the channel's back again.
Yeah,
Like, it's all fixed.
It's just C-Tor posted an Astartes meme, so
Yeah.
I had to mention Astartes.
Oh,
So,
new,
yeah, another
new
cool
Ben
game is
Garrison
Annihilators.
cartoon.
Is it any good?
None of this makes sense.
Wait, about the Chaz?
Oh, this is the okay. This is about the Chaz.
Yeah.
Okay, this still doesn't make any sense.
Wait, what?
It's Ben Garrison. It's Ben Garrison. Ben Garrison's fucking
Okay.
mentally ill.
Yeah. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, the only one is the one where they're not good at farming. But to make an Idiocracy reference at that point when you are Ben Garrison, I think is a bit of a move.
It's a crime, is what it is.
See, the thing is that no matter how much like Medicure and all these other right wing like people are going off about it, the Chaz isn't that bad. However,
by the way, the food thing was photoshopped by Eels Armstrong. They just lie about it because they don't fucking give a shit.
No,
like,
the
I'm not
reality
a fan of the Chaz thing. But...
the reality about the food thing with the in the Chaz. What the fuck?
That is so fucked
I don't have anything to compete with that.
No, of course you don't. I win. That's it.
Actually, I might have something. I might have something.
All right, let's see it.
Anyway, I was about to say in regards to the Chaz and the food situation, they got so much food and donation that they had to turn like fresh food away because it's like, yeah, that's just gonna spoil before we get to eat it.
It's interesting to see how Chaz develops. I'm actually curious to see how that goes because there's a lot of
It's
It'll
going to go
only end one way.
1871 Paris Commune type thing. They're going to.
Well, no, there's like actual functional sort of anarchist like communities throughout.
They have spontaneous hierarchical like organizations. So like they actually have the issue though is that they can't like.
No. You got places like Christiania up in Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Let me explain.
Yeah, but America's different.
Let me explain. They are in the middle of like a downtown section. They have no arable land. They have no like actual resources. So really, all they're doing is occupying an area, which.
Well, they don't need arable land. They just need.
Which, by the way, public service they've rebranded to CHOP, which is I think like.
No. Hold up. That's from what I've been hearing, that whole changing it to occupation, like that whole CHOP thing, is like a COINTEL.
Is it? Well,
Fed.
they put out like demands in terms of like what they want to see in terms of change before they'll.
From what I heard, those are feds.
What you missing?
So like the actual useful thing they could do is you're saying is COINTEL.
Okay.
No, that's what the feds are doing.
Please look at this video on stream.
Oh fuck me!
What the people at the Chaz should do, honestly, like in my opinion, I've lost all hope for a peaceful revolution. They should just smuggle guns from Idaho and arm themselves up.
Violent revolutions cannibalize themselves, my dude.
Yeah, violent revolutions don't really work. There are.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
Would you like to go talk to Rojava about that?
The French partisans in 1943.
There can be armed insurrections. There can be armed insurrections that have some political effect. Like, for instance, in Ukraine, where it's questionable how armed they were because they were mostly armed with, like, rocks. But it's, revolutions, that shit don't work.
I don't know about that, Burger, because, like, we have
one. Our country exists.
Yeah,
and it was done by a bunch of fucking slave owners.
No. The American Revolution was an organized thing by a state against another state.
There was a violent riot in Minneapolis. The protesters got what they wanted. There was a violent riot in Louisville. They got what they wanted. And then there was a violent riot in Atlanta, and they got what they wanted.
So the same as a revolution. In a revolution, you replace the government.
Violence is violence.
No. The violence isn't violence. I have just now explicitly said that armed, like having some level of armed resistance and insurrection can actually have positive political effect. But actual revolutions, especially Brady, that you just now posted the French Revolution, have you heard about Robespierre and fucking the result of that was just the
glorious reign of terror,
the persecution of religious minorities, and then Napoleon.
Our main boy Napoleon. Napoleon was the good guy. You all missed that.
Napoleon sucks balls. He was a French git.
Shut up, you fucking German cocksucker.
He was a midget. I understand that he wasn't particularly short, but making light of that fact would make me a genuine race traitor.
Napoleon was a 4-foot tall, small dick, greasy ball.
He wasn't.
He wasn't tall for today's standards, but for back in the day, he was completely normal.
5'6" is still short. He's
5'6" wasn't short at the time.
Different from an English inch at this point in history.
He might as well just be like part of the diaper for fandom.
Yeah.
As far as I care.
That's a nice looking
We want to talk about overrated historical figures. What about Heinz Guderian? He didn't invent any of that fucking shit. He copied the British.
I know BH. I know BH Littleheart invented armored thrust, etc., etc. But if Heinz Guderian never improved the theory in Autism, it would never have succeeded. Brady,
In any event,
you are not allowed to talk about tanks with any sort of authority. You think that the M22 Locust is an acceptable tank?
Oh my! Can we not get on the tank thing?
It's because
please let's not get on the tank thing.
and I've always
I work with tanks, and I'm sick of the tank conversation.
Distraction deployed.
Like, bugger. Maybe
You guys want to
we'll-
know who my favorite underrated history character is? Jon Snow.
True.
the weatherman.
No, that's true. That's accurate. That is true.
The hard R makes that so much better.
Jon Snow was actually a really influential person in the medical.
I mean, do you know the context behind the glow-in-the-dark CIA N-words?
Blow into their mic.
What the hell?
Sorry, it's just the wind.
Yeah, who's fucking
Do it
breathing
harder.
in their mic?
Jon Snow is practically responsible for.
No, but like getting back to it, I am really looking forward to how Chaz develops. I'm genuinely curious.
I'm not. I'm
Very
really
interesting.
because I think this is gonna be one of those things that the right wing
What's
like
gonna
ready
happen
is
is by
at.
the end of the
Oh,
month,
it
the
might
government's
fall
gonna
apart,
storm
but
in
it
and kick
also
their
might not
asses.
fall
That's how
apart.
that shit works.
That's the
Alright,
interesting
like-
thing about these
Brady,
because
I will kill you.
these
It's
communities like
hard.
this exist
Oh my
in
god,
the world.
chat.
It's not even nutrition, it's just letting them kill themselves.
We're not talking about tanks.
Why?
Nobody gives a shit about tanks. All
I
I'm
work
looking
with
forward
tanks.
to-
I'm sick of the tank conversation. Drop the tanks.
All right.
We need
all
the
I'm looking-
tank
I was the best
conversation.
aircraft in the war.
all I'm looking forward to is
Brady,
November.
We're also not talking about aircraft.
Thanks. One
No,
last thing, Brady, my dude.
all I'm looking forward to is
No
November.
military technology will be discussed on this stream.
Yes.
Right.
Microwaves are pretty cool.
Get him out of there. Keep his jacket. Get him out of here.
I'm gonna.
Does that
But
mean
yeah,
we're not
Berg,
allowed?
honestly, as far as like the chat situation goes, dude, what's gonna happen is that by the end of the month, the federal government's just gonna send in either the army or the National Guard to disband it.
They might
gonna
not
be
though.
allowed to
There
exist
are
for a while.
anarchist communities in the United States where they just don't.
Yeah,
they don't give a fuck.
and there's a
Yeah,
thing
but not
that-
taking up the
No,
middle of a
no.
major city.
Yes, they're
No,
not
they-
going to last. I'm telling you.
Wait,
as
wait.
someone.
I mean, they might not
Wait,
last.
wait,
They
have
might
you guys not
absolutely
been
not
paying
last. It's
attention?
just that it's going to be interesting to see.
Dude, a second autonomous zone's being formed in Portland right now.
They
It's
got
not
that
stopping.
failed.
Yeah.
It
Well,
failed.
granted,
No, it's
but
not
you gotta
stopping. It's
remember
not
what
stopping.
kind of a place Portland is right now.
It's a police department that's literally full of like KKK members. Like it's like straight up like
Yeah,
Portland
yeah,
police
yeah,
are like full
yeah.
of fucking like.
Oh, it's a
Nazis.
Yeah,
right-wing autonomous zone?
Oh
No,
god,
the
no,
fucking-
Portland police. Portland police are a fucking right-wing spoof.
Micro
Jesus.
cash.
No, what I'm looking forward
And
to.
yet, for some reason, the Portland police won't do anything about Antifa raging through Portland in assault.
Oh my god,
Antifa
shut
is
the
Yeah,
fuck
Oh
up.
god,
okay.
fuck off. Fuck off. No,
Yeah, they're
Antifa-
gonna the dreaded milkshakes being thrown. And meanwhile, fucking white supremacists go through, beat people fucking
Oh,
down.
I'm sorry.
And
So
the,
that
and the police
excuses
are
a bunch of
actively on
anarchist
camera.
nut
fucking-
jobs throwing milkshakes filled with concrete.
fuck off.
Yeah, that
Wow,
makes
oh
it okay.
god, you really fucking believe
Mixed
that?
with concrete.
I've seen videos of them doing it.
Oh
on a
my
social
God!
Oh my
table.
god! Fuck
Did I
off
hear that
back to
right?
Facebook! Fuck off back to Facebook! Jesus Christ! Holy
my
shit!
god! Alright, I guess I'm pulling up Snoops, dude. Fuck. I
Yeah,
thought we
holy
got
shit,
past
I
this.
guess-
I
I
thought we
guess-
got
I
past
guess-
this.
I guess I'm a fucking terrorist. Holy shit.
Middle shake is
Holy
the
fuck.
middle class thing that you can throw up.
I guess.
Anti-fascism is not a terrorist organization. Portland Antifa, though, they need to stop the shit they're doing.
Did milkshakes thrown in Portland protest? White cement, false. Oh.
I guess we're gonna. I guess we're just gonna trust fucking. I guess we're just gonna trust fucking Andy Ngo on every word he.
The
fucking
guy who was
says.
on camera fucking talking with white supremacists planning an assault against leftist protesters.
Yeah,
we've got
gonna trust
accurate
we're gonna
information.
Yeah, we're gonna trust that fuck boy.
The person who posts videos of like Antifa beating up people, and then when you see the full clip, it actually shows them being beat up first. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that's solid source.
Anyway, like I was saying before, I can't wait for November when this country just falls into complete civil war, and then the rest of the world's gonna have to be like, we're gonna have to get. Well, okay, we got China, we got Russia, we got India, and we
This
got
is
Brazil.
why I say the EU needs to become its own superpower.
This is why I say
Because
China
that's
should
the
just
only
conquer
way
the world.
that democracy survives in the world. Because
No,
the
'cause
USA is about to like go through puberty.
Recover puberty. Yeah.
I know that there's some European nations, I think maybe even Germany, that are talking about like what they should do if Biden wins, but when inauguration day comes, Trump doesn't step down.
If Biden wins, you assassinate him with an air horn. It's that simple.
Listen, I'd like to quote Joe Biden on this real quick, because I mean he's a great inspiration, and I personally am riding with Biden. Right? Joe Biden said, and I quote: "Joe Biden is a rabid dog and needs to be beaten with a stick."
But that's an interesting idea that Biden gets elected and Trump just goes, "Oh, the election was fake," and then he doesn't step down.
He might, honestly, because they've been because
he's deluded enough to do that. Yeah.
Well, he's been pushing this whole like mail-in voting is like fraudulent and is going to lead to like a fake election or something like that. So he's already planted those seeds of doubt.
Like he's insane enough to actually do this.
I doubt he's going to do it, but he might because this is 2020. I mean,
exactly. Yeah. It's not impossible.
Well,
I mean, but that would happen in 2021, obviously.
Okay, let me put it this way: it's not impossible, but that being said, he does not have the political capital to actually have any sort of effective.
I mean, the military is on his side.
No, they're not, because the military. What was it? The general who was with him at the photo op, said that it was a wrong thing for him to be there, and it wasn't. He shouldn't have been there.
He stepped down, right?
Huh?
He stepped down, right?
Did he? I don't know if he stepped down or not.
I think Kalkalisku said he stepped down.
Yeah, and Mattis was also kind of anti-Trump. He's no longer there, I think.
Oh yeah, Mattis turned on Trump a big time.
Yeah. No, look.
I love how he went from Mad Dog Mattis is a national hero, a genius military commander, and then it's like fucking just calling him a traitor.
Yeah, pretty much. All I know is that like when the war comes, when the insurrection and the civil war comes, all I have to do is just like put on like a red shirt with a hammer and sickle on it, and just like charge at white people, and they'll either shoot me, they'll either shoot me, or they'll die of a heart attack.
Bro, you will not get within like 20 feet of the line.
Oh yeah, I'll probably die.
I mean, an even easier option is just to be black and do that, and then they'll just die. Also.
Yeah. We'll see. The good thing is that I have guns, so I can wear my hammer and cigarette suit and just shoot them.
Oof.
Well, the good thing about my generation, the Gen Zers, is that they do not. They kind of welcome death. So I would not.
Listen, us millennials also depressed. Okay, we got your back.
Look, Gen Z's at a whole different level.
We're with you.
No. Look, I'm like on that border between Gen X and millennial, and I've been wishing for death for.
Oh, I'm on the opposite. I'm at the border of Gen Z and millennial.
Yeah, me too.
No, yeah, I'm Gen X and millennial, so it's like
the world all to myself.
Wait, Gen X and millennial, or Gen Z and millennial?
Gen X.
If you're anywhere near Gen X, that automatically makes you just a boomer in comparison. You are now a boomer. Congratulations.
See, the thing is that I just was a cog. I was just a gear in the machine.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Because I've been called the most boomer.
Anyway, I have guns, and I can use them.
Yeah, dude. Like we really what the fuck?
Oh wait! I got some pictures with this.
Personally, I don't like the shell on my crackers. Personally, then again,
I was talking about the white Putin meme, but hey,
whoever the fuck did that should be executed for crimes against humanity.
Here we go.
Oh no! Yeah, that person should be sent to The Hague for crimes against humanity.
Not sent to The Hague, sent to Nuremberg.
Oh shit!
This has to be a war crime, right? I'm gonna go over the Geneva Conventions. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not even. How do you eat Kit Kat like that? How do you do that logistically?
It looks like they cut it out with like a knife and then just like bit it.
Yeah, I think they just like cut it out with a knife.
But that's so much work.
Well,
I mean, I
think about
guess
how many
like
internet-
abducting 11 million people and shipping them to
Think about how
like,
much internet points they got
gas
there,
camps
Burger.
and then killing them there with a chemical that you invented specifically for that is also a lot of work. So war crimes just are a lot of work.
War crimes are really just not worth it, honestly.
Yeah.
Zyklon B wasn't
You ever
really
try
invented
impaling
from
a
scratch.
guy?
Already-
See, this is why ANCAPs are right. They're just not economical.
True.
They would never commit war crimes.
Right,
I
but
think there was a book on
okay,
that.
here's your thing. What you shouldn't do when you're losing a war on two fronts is invest a solid 10% of your military resources into a pointless genocide.
You know,
That is why ideology loses.
If the takeaway from this is the Nazis shouldn't have genocided people, I agree.
No, the takeaway is you shouldn't genocide people while at war. Wait until
I think
you're at war.
should we just say you
Pretty
shouldn't
lame.
genocide people? That might be a better statement to make.
It's not a great economic investment.
You think I could make a successful publish of a book on how to actually be successful with genocides?
Nah,
How to
bro.
be successful with genocide?
You can buy it on Amazon.
If you framed it in the sense of like, here is like the issues with like genocide in terms of its like effects on a state.
No, I'm on
then
about
I think you
like
could do it. But if you're like making a user's manual for how to commit genocide, then no.
Genocide for dummies.
Just be the new Machiavelli.
Do it. Genocide 101 with Professor Brady.
Just like the preface is, look, I got so sick of retarded, ideologically motivated people on how they would commit their quote unquote genocide. I decided I would correct all their mistakes.
Get the Serbian accordion.
Oh
guy before-
no!
What?
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got who? What happened?
Oh boy!
Oh!
Damn.
Oh no!
Gay.
Nah, that's legal in the Brady country.
Oh!
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 Damn, dude.
Oh!
This is so disturbing.
Got him.
Damn, dude! Holy shit, man! Ah!
Is that Woody Allen's daughter? Or granddaughter?
No, that's the girl who played Celia on Witcher.
Yeah.
No. By the way, if you have Witcher on Steam, if you connect your Steam account to GOG, you can get Witcher 3 on GOG for
Which
free.
is why GOG is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I'm not a shell.
Wait a second. If she's born 2001, she's legal now.
Yeah, she is now, but not
It
then
is an
for
old
sure.
meme, man. Cracked it. It's an old meme.
By the way, for right now, the Eye of Beholder trilogy is for free on GOG. You just gotta claim it.
Eye of Beholder? The what?
The Eye of Beholder trilogy, it's on GOG and it's free. You can claim it. From Dungeons and Dragons, Eye of Beholder.
I'm gonna open GOG now.
It's a really old game that's actually really fucking good.
GOG Galaxy.
GOG. It's Eye of Beholder. It's Eye of Beholder 2: The Legend of the Dark Moon.
I watched the Oh Jesus, this is bright. I watched the Sopranos dictionary today, the HBO clip, and it's holy shit, what the fuck? And it's really bad because most of it is just things that were said on Sopranos, and they're this is fucking Italian American slang.
Yeah.
Like calling cats fucking snakes with fur because Paulie said that once.
Hey Berg, speaking of Sopranos, I got a Sopranos meme for you to read.
Oh, fucking yes. Hey, Tony, why the Nazis hide all the bodies but leave the shoes around for museums?
Oh my god.
It's the best because, like, Paulie is the dumbest of the captains. He just is the stupidest one. I love him so much.
You know, I've actually never seen The Sopranos.
Have you not seen some? Holy shit, it's
I
so
have not
good.
actually.
I think two of the
I
actors
want
from
to,
The
but I haven't
Sopranos-
seen it yet.
I think 2 actors from The Sopranos worked just on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah,
Like a day or two
Steven
ago.
Sciarpa and another guy whose name I've forgotten. Yeah, they.
Hey, speaking of Joe Rogan, anybody checked out that Jocko? I think it was Jocko Willick on one of the latest ones.
No.
No, I've not watched Joe Rogan in a while because they're just too fucking long.
He had this guy on who was a former Navy SEAL trainer, and they were actually talking about how like potentials for police reform and shit. It was actually
Oh
really
yes,
good.
I saw a clip. I didn't watch the clip on Twitter, but I saw someone talking about that there was a Rogan guest on who apparently said some good shit about police brutality.
Jocko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main thing he was talking about was police training, and one of the
Frodo,
things he was
is
going
this
on about
not
is it
safe
needs
for
to be
work?
more-
It's not.
Do not. That movie clip? No, do not.
I think it's safe.
Wait, hold on. Which clip?
Wait, hang on,
The
hang on.
one with the woman cutting her shirt is not safe for work. It's fine.
Okay, because the other one, video playback, that WebM, that one is not. I don't think it's safe for.
Yeah, that one I have already shown.
Oh no.
No, Nips, it's fine.
Oh no, this one's bad.
Safe for work or not?
Oh, the Frodo one, yeah, that was fine. I watched it. It's fine.
Okay, the pure stress one.
What the fuck?
What is up with that one?
That's fucked up. No,
It
no,
says
don't,
child. I don't want to.
Oh
No,
man,
I don't want to
no,
know.
Don't
It's a deep
click
fried.
on that.
It's a deep, here's spoiler alert. It's a deep fried image of a child being like stomped basically to death.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no,
no.
Delete that. Delete that.
No,
Delete that.
Yeah,
You're
I'm not gonna
stressed,
play that.
delete that shit.
Do we
If
have
no one-
one?
I
Do we
mean, you
even
don't
have a
need to
model?
delete it. I'm not gonna fucking play it, but like,
Yeah,
you know.
like that, I didn't like. I wasn't gonna fucking delete it because if he didn't click it, no one saw it.
I saw
I
it.
mean, the people, but you can't delete it from your brain. That's the point.
True.
Oh, hey, just in
I mean,
case
come
anybody.
on. This is the Burger Creek
I
stuff.
don't care if it's parts of my brain.
hey,
My brain
Joe.
is full of rats, so I need something to replace
Okay,
it.
that-
So just in case anybody needs a reminder, Mavis Beacon isn't a real person, so just a reminder.
Who's not?
Wait, she is or isn't?
She's not a real person.
Okay. Yeah.
Good news, my boys.
What the fuck is Mavis Beacon?
Oh, it teaches you how to type.
Yeah, here in the States, it's a line of software that teaches you how to type. And
I've never seen that.
I'm
It's
sorry.
like
This is
type.
they came up with a fictional person, and they named her Mavis Beacon.
Yes, and she's always been betrayed by a black woman, and each time to release it, it's a different black woman.
Oh damn, that is dumb.
Is this gonna show up right? I think it might.
Good news, gentlemen.
Ah damn. Yes, Brady.
Good news, everyone.
Good news, everyone.
Let's hear it, Freddy.
Critical managed to pull it back in 2 sets to 1.
Oh, for chess?
What is happening
Yeah.
with Critical?
He's playing chess on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
They did
So,
the POG championship.
Hey,
on,
so
on the subject of things that you can't get out of your head.
Check out this video here, boys.
Isn't so.
What? No! Fuck you! No! No! I'm like Rogo Dorn. I'm like Rogo Dorn in that one podcast with the Emperor Tux of Speech.
TTF.
No!
No.
You'll never not see it now. It's in your mind
Fuck
forever.
you. That implies that Montana is Joe Biden.
I love that.
that implies that Montana is Joe Biden, and I do not accept that.
Yeah.
So this video I'm gonna post might be not somebody else check.
Oh,
Okay. I don't know if this is not safe for work or
This
not.
looks pretty
I'll
unsafe
test
for work,
it.
honestly.
Let me
It's just
see.
a boring man.
Oh, okay.
No, it's
Never
fine.
mind.
No,
it's
it's fine.
literally. Yeah, it's fine. It's literally. It's not. It's safe for work.
The only thing not safe for work is the thumbnail, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just posting videos from my phone, so I can't preview them.
It was not.
Lego City.
Behold.
I love the fucking.
Oh god, is that the audio? Is that the audio from like the pirated version of Lego, that Lepin or whatever it's called?
Ah, do you know this channel? He does Lego City conspiracy theories. It's like, does Israel, does Lego City recognize Israel as a legitimate state?
Do they have ITBMs?
Oh
and
my
stuff?
god,
Yeah,
it's so
like
good!
It's just an Indian man talking about, like, yeah.
It's so good! Holy fuck.
Oh my god, I think I want to vomit. I've seen that photo before.
That looks Photoshopped, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It does. It does. Look, I mean, I could see that happening.
Is that real? I love it. I love it.
I don't. I mean, I've seen people like shit at the worst possible times. So.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've seen marathon. No. The thing I hate the most is seeing like marathon runners, where you see them like in like the 22nd or 23rd mile, and like their like left or right leg is just covered in shits because they just don't want to stop. I fucking hate that.
They can't stop and they won't stop.
So
yeah.
On the theme of Burger's previous video, I was at work today and I found an abomination in the break room.
Okay, yeah, it's false. Sorry.
Okay, it's false. Okay, good.
Well, I'm sorry. What do you mean by what does this have to do with DID voting?
Oh god, I know what this. Wait, how many people shit their pants after eating this?
After I've never had Skittles drinks before.
Okay, that's sugar-free Skittles. That means what kind of sugar substitute does it have?
I have no idea.
Cyanide.
That's just like
Actually, Burger. Have you heard of the Amazon review for sugar-free Haribo?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I would vote for Biden if he raped 100 women at gunpoint. The stakes are high in this election. Even if Biden sexually assaulted me, I'd still vote for him. In fact, in the off chance this has happened, I encourage people to meet this criteria to vote him anyway. If Biden had raped my child, yes, I'd prefer him over Trump.
I think this might be some like
holy shit!
Okay, this is either peak. This is either peak neolib or just trolls.
I mean, there are neolips who think this, but I'm pretty sure the last one is irony. I mean,
yeah.
Someone who has the username "I took a pandemic to allow us to it took a pandemic to allow us to." Okay, that actually might still be a neolip.
That's true though. I did take a pandemic to allow us to remote home from work.
That is true. Yeah.
Okay. I love this pic because if you show me if you
literally me earlier today.
Like I
don't fucking know.
No, I like this pic because it's like if you showed me this picture when I was a kid, I would have no fucking clue what she was doing.
Yeah.
I would say she's looking at an ice cream cone.
Yeah, but what's that device she's holding?
What device?
I wasn't alive. I was just alive in 1995.
Yeah, that's true. In 1995, I probably would have said like, or something. I don't know what babies sound like because babies don't go near them.
Goddamn, fuck you guys. I was in middle school. Fuck you.
Well, sorry, boomer.
Okay.
The two halves were separate.
Know what middle school is, my dude.
Okay, like that.
Middle school is like the 6th to 8th year of your schooling.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'd be like 13, 14 years old.
I mean, I've heard of it, but I never bothered to find out.
Going back at that photo with those.
Why are you posting this video over and over and over again?
What's in this video?
Tension. It needs tension. It's funny. I promise.
I have played it. I have not. It was too quiet.
Okay.
I mean, I have set it down a lot.
Oh wait, is that part of that meme where like this dude's
He
faster
says,
than
"I jerk
Flash?
you off at supersonic speed to make you come from the touch of a woman."
Yeah. He
went to went at like supersonic speeds and ran up to this guy and like jerked him off whenever while he was in the middle of like foreplay, so he came early.
Yeah.
Anyway, anybody looking for a Call of Duty Persona crossover? Here you go.
Didn't give up on that one.
Oh, I looked into the tweets of the whole Biden thing. Like, the middle one, even if Biden sexually assaulted me, I'd still vote for him. That should be a real person.
Damn. Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
I believe that. I already believe that was a real person. It doesn't even kind
I think they would probably disagree if it actually happened. I understand the point they're trying to make, that the policies of Joe Biden are independent of his sexual activities, but I still think that's dumb.
Anyway, I got a real question to ask. Femboy Hooters or Tomboy Outback?
Oh, damn.
Difficult.
Any day.
I'm gonna go Tomboy Outback just because at least there's still vaginas.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the vagina.
Yeah. I don't know what either of those are.
Here's an alternative. Here's an alternative. We have Goth IHOP or Milk.
Goth IHOP, 100%. Goth IHOP. Go in there.
I can go to Hot Topic if you want. Goth IHOP, Milk Denny's, my dude.
I want to have a New York cheese
one.
like Maryland Mansion.
You're forgetting one. You're forgetting Foot McDonald's.
Dude, there are so many of those. Hold on.
It's a big meme
Oh my
right
God,
now.
Post like the whole thing of them if you got them.
Personally, my favorite is where is it? This one.
The one I never want to go to is Karen Cracker Barrel.
Burger King, but the employees make my wiener hard.
Oh, that's the essence of the meme.
Yeah, pretty much.
I had a friend who had a great response to that. He says, "I don't care how much how hard my wiener is. I'm never going to Burger King."
This in Germany, Burger King is better than McDonald's.
Oh,
no, I'm not gonna. Yeah, Burger King is fucking terrible over
KFC
here.
used to be good, but then they changed their fucking recipe and it
KFC sucks
ruined
now.
it.
They added that one instead of chicken.
Here's a genuine political question that isn't relevant to like real world, right? At the end of Dark Souls 3, do you drag out the Age of Fire or do you let the Age of Dark come?
Let the Age of Dark come.
Dark Souls was
I didn't play the game, so I don't know.
I go with the Age of Dark.
Okay, let me ask a clarifying question. If I'm understanding correctly, the Age of Darkness is going to be like humanity's time or something like that, right? Where like they don't need the gods anymore, but
hang on,
are they actually like human? Because I mean, I'm all good with no gods.
It's open to interpretation.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I let the fire.
How strong are you guys' stomachs?
When I beat Dark Souls, I just relit the fire because it seemed like the right thing to do. And I was playing a cleric, so it seemed like, I mean...
Oh.
What the fuck?
I'm now jealous of Stevie Wonder because I had to see that shit.
I'm writing this down for my Vampire the Masquerade game. Zamitzi high heels. Great. Thank you.
Okay. I had to ask, do those high heels sweat? Because that just means
dude, what the fuck?
Okay.
Well, this is a perfect time for me to.
Are you seriously trying to tell me that you have not seen a more repulsive meme today?
I mean, I probably have.
Speaking of creepy ass memes, because Aunt Jemima is apparently canceled, I decided to post these pictures of Miss Butterworth onto Twitter, and people seem to be really confused by them.
Hot.
Let me just say, Mrs. Butterworth is better than Aunt Jemima.
True.
See, you would never sell this bottle in Germany because it's so inefficient.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get all the syrup out of it, but
nah, it could be like regular shaped in the middle, hollowed out in like a cylindrical manner.
No, don't do that. I do dabble essential oils.
I just put easy to throw out.
It's time to end the stream.
All right.
All right.
In a couple minutes, in like a minute. It's
What
gonna be
about
time to
Tea
end the
House? But all the service is done by
All right,
Darla.
stop. Let me find something else to deeply shock all of your viewers, Burger.
Oh wait! You know how we were talking about Fash Wave earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, apparently there's like a whole genre from like the Syrian Civil War that's like similar to the Fash Wave. And it's this video I posted. I don't like. Okay. So you guys from the VIP chat back room, you know how I posted those maps from that one girl who made the mats of the Chaz
maps, yeah.
Yeah, this is what she's into. This is like shit she listens to. And it's like Syrian wave? Something like
yeah, it's just wave but with some theme.
Yeah.
Wave.
Philosophical question for you guys.
Yeah.
Trolley problem. Nobody's in danger. Do you jump in front of the moving trolley?
Yes.
No,
Absolutely.
Wait. Is it? Am I in the year 2020 or 2021?
You currently are. Yes.
Then I jump in front of it. If I'm already in the year 2021, then nothing matters. We're all already dead.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I feel like the year 2021 is just like we're gonna be on a blasted hellscape, just wandering around.
Could you imagine?
2021.
Imagine. Let's say you were hit by something, right? Go into a coma, wake up in 2021, but everything is a barren wasteland.
Yeah.
Burger, on 2021, I asked you if you thought that the world would end by 2030, and you said no. Would you like to retract that statement?
Maybe.
Right.
Okay.
And on that note, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you all very much for watching. This happened.
Okay. Honest opinion on 2030.